Alright. And we're live. And I think everything's working properly for a change, so that's really good to know. What is going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and if you're not familiar with what we're doing today, today we're going to continue working on the Creatober challenge. The Creatober challenge is a challenge that I came up with myself. It is very much inspired by Inktober, if you're familiar. Essentially, we have 31 prompts that you can see on screen right now, and these represent each word represents a day for the month of October. And basically your task is to create something cool with these prompts. So for example, we have the word bubbles here. So on October 6th, you're going to create something cool with the word bubbles. It can be a design, a music production, a poem, a photo, whatever it is you like. But yeah, that's essentially what we're going to do today. See if I can inspire you, see if we can come up with something cool together. And if you look at the chat, I already asked you the first question because I didn't realize you can actually ask people questions in the chat. And the question is, should I continue with today's prompt, which is the 19th cyborg, or should I go back? Because I think I left off on mushrooms. And that's on me. I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to keep up with my own challenge, sadly. I hope to do this in a better manner next year again. But anyways, what's going on, everyone in the chat? How are you guys doing? So looking at it, 60% is saying continue with today's prompt, which is cyborg. Another thing that I was thinking about, and I would love to hear your opinion about that, is whether I should go into my Discord voice chat right now in order to talk to you. If you want to talk to me, ask me questions in the voice chat there. If it's going to be too messy and crowded, I'm just going to go and leave that for a second. But yeah, if you guys would be interested in asking me live questions, you can also ask me questions in the chat while I'm designing. But you can also just join the voice chat and talk to me there if you guys are interested. What's up, Jackson? How are you doing, man? So yeah, that's essentially the plan today. Looking at it, I'm gonna close the poll. If that luck, yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is continue with today's prompt, which is the word cyborg. And essentially, I had this idea to combine these prompts, because it's also allowed if you do not have the time to do all of them by yourself. And I was thinking of doing a robotic Illuminati eye kind of thing. So that would be interesting, I think. Let's see if we can do something like that. Was it working on your portfolio and personal branding? Nice. I've been seeing some stuff on your Instagram stories. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to see that, man. Honestly. Anyways, I'm just gonna go and create another poll because I actually like doing this. Should I join the Discord voice chat? Yes and no. Alright. And then I think we're gonna go and start out with today's prompt, which is the pyramid. Or sorry, with the tomorrow's prompt is pyramid and today's prompt is cyborg. So the idea is to have like this robotic Illuminati thing, I guess. And I want to kind of base this off the Millennium Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh, if you're familiar. So let's see what we can do. Let's go to the front view here in Cinema 4D, and let's turn on the snapping, and let's grab our spline tool and start drawing a nice little spline. Let's make sure that we have grid/workspace snap turned on, and we can do something like this, I think. So let's see what this looks like if we go back into 3D view. I think, as you can see, this is a quarter of the eye. I should go into the voice chats looking at the votes here. One person saying no. I'm just gonna keep it open a little bit, and in the meantime, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna join the voice chat. So if you want to ask me questions live, you can just go to the Discord server of Dreadlabs. The link is down in the description of this video. And actually gonna lower my own volume a little bit because the background music is a little bit distracting sometimes. I hope it's not distracting for you guys. If the background music is too loud, let me know. Anyways, I will be joining the general voice chat right now. I should be able to, if you join the Dreadlabs Discord, link is down in the description, you should be able to join and ask me questions, and I should be able to hear them as well. This is all kind of new to me, so yeah, we'll see how this works, and we'll see how it goes. Music is a little loud, okay. Is this better maybe? I hope this is better. Alright, so what we're gonna do is drop this thing in a, where is it, in the sweep, and we're gonna add in a circle to that sweep, and the circle we're gonna make, well, a little bit thicker, maybe 30, and have this spline thing subdivided so it's a little bit more smooth, and we'll add a cap to it. Actually, what I want to do is, first I want to put this in a symmetry. Where is it? Where is the symmetry? It is over here somewhere. I just cannot see it because the icons have changed. Here. Alright, so now we'll add a cap. Like this. And oh, there's a lot going on right now, sorry guys. Anyways, let's just make this cap nice and round. Add some segments. So hopefully you guys can now see what I'm trying to do with like the Millennium Eye thing. So once more I'm gonna go grab a symmetry, which was over here. Put this in there, and then the symmetry should be this. Yes. We got like the nice spammers again. All right. Okay. I like this so far, and the nice thing is if we want to just edit our spline, we should be able to just do that if we turn off the sweep. Like we could just move stuff, but actually I'm fine. Let's just grab a reference to the Millennium Eye real quick, or the Millennium Puzzle, I think it is. Yeah. Or it's a musical artist? I don't think so, buddy. Okay, so there's just a circle, like a donut in the middle. Or as Cinema 4D likes to call it, a torus. And then the radius will just do 30. And then for the spline, let's see if we turn this off. Let's go to the front view. I think this works a little bit better. Maybe move the whole thing in a little bit, like this. Let's select this point and then drag the handle in as well. And I think the other point just should be a little bit smaller, maybe. Like, just lower the handle and move the thing in a little bit. This kind of looks okay, and now I think we should just up the radius of the circle to maybe 40 and do the same with the torus. Hi from Spain. What's up, man? How are you doing? What's up, Mohit? How you guys doing? Alright, so we have our eye, our cyborg eye. And I'm actually going to connect all of those objects to make it into an actual object, and then go into grow shading lines so we can see what's happening here. Okay, so there's a little bit of overlap here, but I kind of want to ignore that for now. And I'm gonna go to the polygon selection. Actually, what I'm gonna do is go back in here and see if we can do this another way, because what I kind of want to do is connect these objects in this sweep. So now once I do this, like once I select like a part and then inset it or extrude it. Okay, wait, I just went one step too far, I think. Because I think okay. So this way it should work as well, and now I can just make this editable. And now if I select like a loop here, and extrude it, or then we do it the symmetrical way. All right. Why did you choose Cinema 4D instead of Blender? I'm actually I had a bit of difficulty learning Blender at the beginning, and then I found out about Cinema 4D, and I was like, okay, I'll just try this, and it was a little bit more intuitive for my taste. And then I still had a student license, so it was kind of cheap for me. And then well, not right now. I'm trying to switch over to Blender, but it's not at the point where I can do this in a live stream yet or do tutorials about it yet. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm like using Cinema 4D right now, but I hope to be switching to Blender in the coming year. What's up, SMK? How are you doing, man? So what I'm trying to do right now is add a little bit of depth to this, because we kind of want to go for like a mechanical look, if that makes sense. So I'm also going to make the torus editable. But just before I do that, I will change the pipe segments and the ring segments a little bit. The pipe segments actually be the same, or a little bit less, I guess. We don't need that much geometry, especially when we're doing like hard surface modeling. Anyways, make editable. Use the loop selection tool. Just use the front view so we know exactly that we're using the symmetrical, like the opposite parts. Okay, I'm kind of having a deja vu right now, but did I imitate Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! the other day when I did a live stream? Or was it just like in the office or something? I vaguely remember doing that. Anyways, these look a little bit more robotic now, which is nice. So we have the eye. Now let's make the pyramid. So I'll just end the poll here, right here. Alright, so I have some questions in the chat, and I actually want to move this here. Okay. Is Fiverr not worth it for designers, and what better version than Fiverr for freelance? Okay, so I have this this question comes up a lot, and Fiverr isn't worth it because it's literally a race to the bottom. You're literally trying to outsource designers who will probably do something way cheaper than you, even if it's just not worth your time. At some point you're just going to go over the part where you need to make a living out of this, and that's not going to be possible if you do artworks for, I don't know, 20 euros a piece or something, you know. So yeah, you can basically you have a better chance building your portfolio on Twitter, like SMK are saying. What I also would recommend is there's also this platform Revelancer. I've been doing a sponsor for them, like, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and they actually want to remove that aspect of like the freelance platform. So they're basically a freelance platform of their own, and their goal is to avoid the race to the bottom. So essentially, you're just competing with other professionals, and you can name your own price, and they are quality vetted. So if you are not good enough, or they will like remove you from the platform, if that makes sense. Ouch! And this is gonna be a little bit difficult, I guess. We'll manage. Didn't realize that the selection has to be done this way, so maybe we can do it in a different way. So let's do 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000, and then the where is it, the loop slash path cut, and then let's see what it's half here, 50%, and then we'll do multiple cuts, maybe 10, 12, let's do 12. Or maybe 20. We'll go back to 20. And okay, so now I always have a little, yeah, okay. And now should I be able to, okay, I'll just go like this, and then we're gonna select invisible as well. And select every other segment here. Okay, so I think we did this right, and then we're going to just extrude and no, I didn't do it right. Anyways, let's take a look at the chat. Oh my god, it's Tom from Dreadlabs in the chat. Oh my god. Illuminati, yeah, that's kind of what we're working on. What I hate on Fiverr market is that they exploit designers and design markets chief. You want to know the funniest thing about Fiverr? The people of Fiverr did a rebrand a couple of years ago, and essentially they didn't hire someone from Fiverr, from their own platform, to do their rebrand. Well, if that doesn't scream I don't trust my own platform, like, you make a freelance platform and you hire an agency to do the rebranding instead of the freelancers that you actually are so passionate about you know, sharing. So that's the reddest of flags I've ever seen. This works better. So actually this looks like a stage of a festival I've been on, and let's see if I can find it. Oh, they used to have like this Illuminati pyramid stage. Anyways, so we have this thing now, which is nice, and we'll take a look at the relief. Okay, so it's actually bending downwards a little bit, so that's okay. We can move our eye if we want to, which is what we're gonna do. I think we need to make it a little bit smaller, maybe 0.75% or something. And I'm not a mathematician, but I'm not really sure at what degree this thing is like bent, but we're gonna find out. I think, oh, well, no, it's not 30, it's 33, I think. Nope, it's the other way around, so it's 27 for whatever reason. Anyways, okay, so we have like an Illuminati robotic cyborg thing going on. I like it. We got some Yu-Gi-Oh up in this V. Yeah, we do. Some people told me there are people who sell Dolly to artworks of Fiverr. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. So let's just open the Octane Live Viewer window. Let's see if we can get it cyberpunky in here. Make a diffuse material, and we're gonna emit light from there. Emission, black body emission, texture, color, surface brightness, and we're gonna go with the usual Dreadlabs neon, and the hue degree of that is 69. Coincidentally, I didn't really know about that until later, I swear. So let's add an HDRI environment so we have a little darkness going on. Then let's invert it and go with a metallic material. Let's invert the selection, I mean. Select, grow, shrink, invert. Alright, so let's do the same with the eye here. So I'm going to go and connect the objects and make the eye group invisible. And we're going to make a selection of the loops that we have here, the inset loops, or whatever we want to call them. So I don't know if you heard that, but that was my, like, stomach. We're programming right now in Cinema 4D. Speaking of 3D apps, I'm currently rendering my biggest Blender project yet, and I'm very happy. Nice. What are you rendering? What's the project about? Uh-oh. Where is the inset? It's supposed to be here, right? Okay. I'm just gonna go do this in a different way. I'm gonna do it a little bit more simple, I guess. I don't know why sometimes I'm at that level in Cinema 4D where I sometimes just make things too difficult for myself for no reason whatsoever, just by not thinking. Have you ever had that? All right. So now we have a metallic pyramid thing. Clay sculpture, skate hoodie print. Ooh, sounds interesting. What render engine? That's yeah, that's Octane. Yep. All right. So for the Octane sky, let's go with a gradient, perhaps. Let's see what happens. The vertical. Let's play around with the gradient for a minute, see if we can come up with something interesting. So yeah, the pyramid itself is a little bit too perfect, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So let's see if we can make the whole thing a little bit more organic by subdividing this. And now we have a pie. Perhaps not subdivide, perhaps we should just try and put this inside of a no, I'm not going to do this in the volume builder because then the materials will be ruined. How should we do this? I know. I kind of know, hopefully. Let's subdivide this a little bit, like this. Or maybe we should just subdivide the whole thing. So... why is it not subdividing? US. Oh, wait. I have selected way too much. And have I been subdividing stuff? I don't know. There we go. Okay. So now, I am going to add a displacer. And as a shader, I'm going to add a noise. Okay, so now it's a little bit rough and it looks ugly, I know. Spent half a day calibrating my external monitor drawing tablet. I'm going through this deepest pits. Oh my god, that doesn't sound fun. Hopefully it's fixed now. Also, I haven't been paying attention, but I don't think there's anyone in the Discord server talking. So I just assume that it's okay. Like, I hope there wasn't anyone like talking to me like 10 minutes and then realizing that I didn't say anything or something. So let's go to the node editor and lower the power because the power is way too high on this. Alright, perhaps we should layer this with a photo or something. So let's load an image. HDRI, small studio. And then add. Overlay maybe. Okay, so the type of noise I'm just gonna change and see what works best, but wavy turbulence, let's lower the octaves to 1 and maybe less contrast. So just we've just a little bit of irregularities, if that makes sense. Okay. Alright, that's actually okay, I guess. Make it organic with noise in the materials displacement map. Oh, you want to make it completely organic? Actually, I'm just gonna go and do this a little bit different. I'm gonna use the volume builder and then the volume measure. So now this is actually like a block of clay, but then I have to redo all of the painting, and that's no, I'm not gonna do that. I think we could also do like an animation or something. Could also be interesting. Ooh. How far away is this thing? Minus, let's do minus 2000. Greetings from Ukraine. How you doing, man? It's Eye of Horus. Yeah, Eye of Horus, aka the Millennium Puzzle, aka I don't know. We're doing something with the words Pyramid and Cyclops. So, okay. So another thing that we can do is add some cables in here. Plug some cool, like dope cables in here. So what I want to do is go to the front again. Draw in a couple of cables like that. Move the cables in all dimensions, I guess. And I think this is good to go. So now we'll just put this inside of a sweep. Add a circle, and the circle is way too large, of course, but we'll call the sweep cable. Maybe 10. Ooh, you know what I'm like thinking of now? Like this Digimon thing, like the Digimon with brain in robot thing. Yeah, this small thing, that this one, Datamon. Like the cables and stuff, I do like this a lot. Anyways, let's go back into Cinema 4D. And what we can do here is let's just copy a new cable and then we can change the spline later. But for this one, let's see, can we like add more subdivision to this? think so, right? Yeah, like this maybe. Let's then make this editable. And then do a loop selection of each little loopy loop here. It's actually a lot, but so I'm kind of curious, guys. So maybe not everyone here is. Some people are new to the channel, but I do this. This is the third year that I'm doing this Creatober challenge, and the last 2 years I just did a live stream video, or not a live stream video, a time lapse video every single day. So this took a little bit of planning, of course, because I cannot do it on the same day and then just record it and edit it and stuff like that. But and now I'm just doing less, but I'm doing more live streams. So kind of curious, what would you guys prefer, doing the live streams or like the time lapses? And I almost typed out liver streams. Sounds a little bit gory, but from Egypt, awesome to. It's really cool to realize that so many people from all over the world are actually like tuning in right now. So for the people that don't know, I'm from the Netherlands. Dutch people will know because I have a horrible Dutch sounding accent, I think. Let's see if this is already. Oh my god. I'm really dedicated to doing this. Anyways, yeah, curious to know if you prefer the live streams or prefer the time-lapse videos. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can also go to my channel, and there's a playlist of the time-lapses from last year. But I think I literally got a complaint about one of the time-lapses last year by someone that's like, it was too fast and I wasn't really explaining stuff. So I think that person's preference goes out to like live streams, but it's that little rainbow on the top left there. Okay, let's see. Am I outside of the screen yet? Almost. Almost. So someone is asking for my specs, I think. I don't know if do those comments actually work on YouTube, because if so, I have to look into that. But you can find my specs on a video about my apartment tour that I did last year. In the description and in the video itself, you can find all the specs of everything that I use to make the stuff that I make. Ooh, almost there. Okay, so we'll just do 2 more, and then the other ones I don't really care about. Or no, I'm actually gonna do that because I'm gonna put this thing into a cloner, so it might be so that these things will actually be inside of these screen in other clones, not in just this one, if that makes sense. Anyways, people in the chat, have you been joining in on the Creatober challenge? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a link down in the description and an explanation as well. But I'm curious to see, did you join the Creatober challenge and what did you make so far, and what was your favorite prompt while working on it? Let me know. All right. We should almost be there now, right? Yeah, okay. Almost there. Sorry, I'm a little bit silent because of this, and it's because it's a little bit of a boring task, I guess. But maybe even select all of the polygons and just unselect all of the other bands. Thanks for the tip, a little bit late now, yeah. Anyways, we are here, so let's just do bevel. Or we can just do inner bevel. Oh no, wait, we have to do bevel. And then I think scale, right? Nope, not scale, okay. Extrude and then go in. Nope. Oh my god. You're not gonna tell me that this wasn't worth it. I did this all for nothing? Kidding me? Or I have to select all of these polygons like this. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try your method, Harvey. Oh no. But I think your method will be quicker. So loop selection. It's a little bit weird, but I think this works a little bit faster. I'm just gonna take a quick break, and we have another spammer. Thanks. No Tinder thing. Go away. So, what's up, Bruno? How are you doing, man? Sorry, a little bit late response, I guess, but anyways, yeah. No, we don't need to do that. Okay. Let's continue on this nightmare of a cable. All because I want to make it look like some Digimon. But yeah, thanks for the tip, Harvey, because this actually works a lot faster. There's a little bit of overlap here, so I think that's why it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we'll manage. There we go. Gotta go faster. Maybe I made this cable a little bit too long, or maybe I just had too many subdivisions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and welcome to me selecting polygons for 2 hours straight. So again, if people are willing to ask me some questions or talk to me, you can actually join the Discord. It's right down in the description, and in the voice channel I'm there, and you can just join in and ask me some questions or talk to me while we are doing this thing. Feel free to ask me anything design related or creativity or career and creativity related, I guess. I might not have the answer, but I can always try, right? So we're closing in on the pyramid, I think. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna do this, and I hope this is, well, it's probably not worth it, but I guess it looks dope. Okay, I like it. So now we made this metal again, as well, I mean. Okay, and we'll clone this guy right here, put it into a cloner. We'll make the cloner radial. Put like 8. And let's randomize the positions here a little bit. Maybe even the rotation slightly. And the scale, just so we know, it looks like we have a little bit of a difference going on with the cables. And then what we can do is just rotate it so that they well, kind of look like they're not in the way of the eye. Let's lower the radius just a little bit so they go inside of the thing. Can we go with a negative radius? Okay, so that's not really working, so what I'm gonna do is fix this and this. And now, okay, this looks pretty cool. And let's just go and copy this cloner, lower it a little bit, rotating it a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe 12, and then the radius just some more, so we have a little bit more cables going on. Dr. Octopus. The cluster of cables reminds me of Serial Experiments Lane. I hope you feel better soon, Harvey. I'm not sure if you're still in there, but... Alright, so we also had the copy of the other cable. So I'm gonna just go and move that guy a little bit. Make this a thicker cable, so maybe 20. And then we'll just make this like a black rubber. So we'll just do a glossy material and make it black. We should probably add some roughness as well, but it's a little bit too glossy maybe. Something like this, and then we'll put this in the cloner as well. Should we do radial again? I think so. We'll just change the spline a little bit as well. I'm gonna go and select and group the metal cables. Cables. Rubber cable. Rubber cables. Netherlands, yes, I am Dutch. Is it my accent? It's my awful accent. Let's see. What was it that I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the spline path a little bit. So go to the front view, grab the spline tool. Oop. And we'll select a couple of points. And we'll just move it so that it looks a little bit more random. Otherwise you're gonna see a pattern in the cables, I think. Speaking of random, let's add a random to this cloner. We'll do these 25 and 25, and then we'll do these like 150. Rotation 20 degrees. Where are you from? From the Netherlands. It's a very small country in the middle of Europe. Alright, see you later, Charlotte, right? See you later. So, add some more. Okay, so we kind of need to also change the scale a little bit. Maybe move the whole thing up a little bit more, or maybe down, I guess. It's a little bit too much right now, right? So let's lower the count to maybe 6. I like this. Just moved to the Netherlands to work on 3D motion and graphic design. Actually, working on something related. Yes, I am. I am actually a graphic designer based in the Netherlands. I live in Tilburg, if you're familiar with Tilburg already. It's a smaller city down south. But yeah, awesome. Where are you based? Hey Burningston, how you doing? Oh, that's Chow, right? I think. Rainy day here in Portugal. Nice your life is company. Nice. Rain. Yeah, the autumn is coming, or it's already here, I guess. But it's actually surprisingly hot here in the Netherlands right now. Well, it's not like a summer weather, but it's kind of okay, I guess. Hey, I remembered. Okay, let's see. Let's just do normal. Let's actually go back and change this to maybe... I really do like the effect that it's having on the things, the cables and stuff, but it's really dark right now. So let's see if we can fix that by lowering the power here, maybe to 0.25. Maybe we should just do a glossy one, like have the diffuse be like not emissive. Does that make sense? It's still really reflective, I guess. So maybe if we up the roughness a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is see if what happens if we add some octane lighting. Let's see. Make it invisible for the camera, of course. Maybe like a diffuse material. There's just so much reflection going on this thing that it's... Go back to glossy and lower the index maybe. So it's reflecting the light now maybe. So let's see if I can fix this. Let's place a light right underneath the whole platform. And for this, we're gonna just clear this for now. See what happens if we just do like... So I do like it when the light comes from underneath, that's for sure. And the lighting here is also doing quite okay. So maybe if I just put a nice setup in here, I do like to see some reflection. How can I not? Let's just lower this power. What's up, Cancer? How you doing, man? I'm Amsterdam based, pretty hyped getting here. Spain is too far from the northern countries in terms of appreciating the value. Well, it's, from what I know, well, graphic design is kind of big here, of course, but it's, I don't know, I feel like it's sometimes just, Wait, can I just, okay. So sorry about that. I think I'm doing like a live ad now. Anyways. It's my day off in uni, so it's time to hop on. Oh, nice. What picture trying to make? So the Creatober challenge is basically trying to create something with the words cyborg and pyramid. And I'm trying to create a Illuminati like cyborg kind of thing right now. So what I'm going to do is add a gradient maybe. Add that gradient loop. Maybe that works kind of vaguely. No. Anyways, so sorry, I was about to ask Antonio if you were ever down to connect with some other people from the Dreadlabs community. We do have an open office session where you can basically join in with other creatives, where we just go and have a beer with everyone, or a non-alcoholic drink if you don't drink, and start meeting new creatives from all over the Netherlands and sometimes even the world. So yeah, if you would be interested in that, I would send me a DM on Discord or on Instagram, because that would be pretty cool to meet you. Let's just try out some different HDRIs and see what happens. Okay, so this is way too much. Also, this is a fake one, I think. Or a fake one, an edited one. The color is way more vivid if I remove the lower light. But what I'm gonna do is also make sure that we do it like this. This looks kind of realistic, and I actually okay, so I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna create a box around the whole structure, but then not on the front, so we still have some reflections, I guess. So maybe 2000 by 2000. Make it editable. Remove the front. So now we're looking inside and just make a black background with a black diffuse material. And the cube should be probably a little bit larger. A little bit of a cooler light. Not too keen on this, so let's just go back to the diffuse and see if we still have that emission. I think so, right? Okay, this kind of looks better, I guess. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? How often do you stream? I try to stream, well, during the Creatober challenge I stream a little bit more, but I try to stream once a week at least. Can you give me the Discord for Creatober, please? Error 404 on your website. I will, if you go to dreadlabs.net/Discord, you should be able to get in. I honestly don't know with this. It's a little bit too much, I think. Maybe it's because, yeah, I don't like the emissive material, I guess. Let's just, ooh, maybe we should do a specular material. Nah, we'll just keep it with glossy and then just have a higher index. And then, oh, we don't have any. Okay, and then with the light, let's just change the color of the light maybe to like a Dreadlabs thing. That actually works pretty okay, but what if we now just do this one and turn it black? Change the color of this one to neon green as well. For some reason, okay, let's just delete this one for now. I'm also not sure on the color actually, looking at this. This also takes a lot of experimenting. Let's just clear it. And maybe just remove the cubes in general. And what I want to do is see if something happens if we just rotate and move the light down a little bit. And of course, this is way too powerful. Well, it's way too powerful, but it wasn't even. Okay. That's okay. We'll just see if we can play with the position. Alright, so I'm actually wanting to go and actually do something with this render. So let me just reposition the camera a little bit and let's get to rendering, because this is taking a little bit too long for my taste and I want to actually do something cool with this. So let's render this out, shall we? And let's save this up, because in usual Creatober fashion I didn't render this out at all. So render. All right. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the chat. I will be designing in the background. I'm in the mood. Nice, Cancer. I love your work. So yeah, you know I love your work. So I'm really curious to see what you come up with. Discover creation. Oh, that's okay. It's okay to discover it late. A lot of people join in later, and there's no rush in, or in, you know, and there's no. We don't want you to force to do all of it. If you're just interested in doing, I don't know, like 2 or 3 of all of them, then you're pretty much good to go. So let's save this image because we haven't really specified this yet, I think. So let's just, I think it's a TFF image, and I hope it doesn't matter. Okay, and let's just do some Photoshop stuff. Ooh. And now looking at it, I do want to kind of make this transparent. So let's just go back to our render settings. And render this again. They always like the stuff you design for clients. I used to do a lot of corporate design, of course, and when doing that, it just wasn't either. I usually wasn't really interested in design at all, and sometimes I ended up with something that I wasn't really satisfied with. But it also happened with some creative clients as well. So yeah, sometimes that doesn't maybe sounds a little bit weird, but sometimes you just have to do something because you have to make a living, and in the end, if the client's happy, that's probably the most important part, of course. Yeah, like you said, the client needs to be happy. What's up, Lucas? I am from the Netherlands. So, scale this up a little bit because I see that some of the cables aren't going all the way to the top. But is that a problem? Of course it isn't, because this is the Creatober challenge and it's all about having fun today. It's not about working for clients today, it's just to chill and have a good time together. The real Creatober is the friends we made along the way. Let's do a radial gradient. Scale this up. And I kind of want to do like a super cryptic looking dial in the background. Those like sounds that you heard were my fingers, sorry. Ooh, I also kind of want to show you, this is a sneak peek into a new Dreadlabs spec. This is scientific illustrations. That's all you're going to see today. Let's go with 3000 by 3000. Let's make a nice, no, not a nice line, a nice polo grid thing. We'll do 12. And then we'll do some nice cryptic looking things in the background. And let me just see if we have some shape, form, or something that we can inspire ourselves with. We'll just we'll kind of wing it, I guess. Let's add some triangles. Can never go wrong with a couple of triangles. Let's rotate this around. And the cool thing is we can rotate these things really easily, of course. I will do this one like every 45 degrees, I guess. That doesn't work, I guess. I guess it kind of does. Then we'll do like a small circle. And the cool part is if you just don't know how many like rotations you want to do around this thing, you can also just do 360 divided by how many times. So 360 divided by 24. Oh, not 224, by 24. Click on copy, and now we will just do so many that you will end up with 24 circles. Nice, right? Let's select all of these. Because I kind of want to go and put them right behind some of these, so we let's do that one more time, and just for the sake of it I'm gonna make this green so we can select all of them later. That makes sense. Because now I can go to select, same fill color, where is it? I can just group them immediately and then change the blend mode back to white. And this looks kind of cryptic already, so pretty happy with this. Maybe some lines somewhere. So let's grab this line, this path, then transform, scale 50%. And go with whatever, 7.5. And now I'm kind of satisfied, so let's just save this up as dial or something. And we're gonna drag this in to the background. And as you can see, it's still kind of black and white. But what we can do about that is just make the background white as well. We can just change this into a smart object. We'll blur this thing a little bit. And then add a gradient map. And let's see which one we want to use. Maybe this one. I do like the Dreadlabs colors or something like this. Let's move them a little bit so we have the nice neon glow in the middle. Perhaps we should make this green altogether. And oh wait, we just need to make the black here 100% black. And now if we just move this to, change the blend mode to lighten or screen. We have the background. This is cool. Thank you so much, Ross. Do you start designing without knowing what we'll do? Yes, I do. For the Creatober challenge, I do write down like some ideas up front. For example, oh, maybe you can do like a 3D Illuminati robotic pyramid thing, but I do not like prepare in up front before the live stream. So yeah, that's I try to come up with it on the spot, and that can sometimes be a little bit difficult, but it's also really fun. I can't subscribe to your Patreon from Russia. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry to hear that, because I would really, I really appreciate the support, but is it not possible to go on Patreon in Russia right now, or? So let's see if we can add some cool effects to like the whole image, because this looks so cool. And I know I already did something with the graphic pen, but let's just save this for now. And then see what else we can do. Filter gallery. Let's see what happens if we go to like the neon effect thing. Pretty dope, I think. So it's basically like a glow. Okay, this looks similar to the glow effect in After Effects, but what else do we have? Artistic, colored pencil, cut out. Does the chrome look? Ooh, that's kind of sick as well. Maybe less detail. Halftone pattern. I do like this as well. So what happens if we put these two to multiply? So what we can do now as well is okay, I do not actually like the colors on the render, so let's go to the render and add some gradient map to that. Something like this. Is this the shadow? Is it inverted? I think it's inverted. Yeah. Actually, this is pretty cool as well. Let's see what happens if we change the blend modes. So why I want this to be colored a little bit more, and I kind of want to separate it from the background as well. So let's add a drop shadow. Put the blend mode to normal, up the size and the spread. I'm gonna go and make a duplicate of everything that we have visible so far again. Go back to what we originally had, this one, and then I want to go and see what happens if we put this to like overlay or maybe like color. This is all just experimenting, by the way. It's always the most fun part of the Creatober for me. I guess it's just the live stream. That's what I really like about live streams. It just gives me the time to actually experiment with some filters and stuff like that. So that's something that I just really enjoy doing, because it also helps me find more techniques and maybe even teach you guys more things. So definitely my favorite part of like doing live streams. Let's texturize this a little bit with oil paint again, and then let's see what happens if we do like some Thank you so much. Yu-Gi-Oh vibes, yeah, this is definitely inspired by the Millennium Puzzle. So maybe what we should do is go to filter and then, or maybe like posterize it to remove like some of the detail. Where is it? Posterize? Here, no, threshold. Posterize. Maybe even lower. So this is the halftone version, and let's see what happens if we. So this is a little bit too much, and I already used that one, like the pencil one in the last Creatober. So what I'm gonna do is go with this, make a couple of duplicates, and this one I'm gonna just put really lighter. and then just this one. I'm gonna leave one original so I don't have to keep duplicating it, but so we now have this one and this one. And let's go with the filter gallery and a halftone pattern, and do the same here. So I want to see the difference. Because what I want to try is remove all of the white color. I should probably do like this. So now we have this colored base, and then if I color this in with like a red or something, let's see what it, okay. So this is how much is visible from there. Of course we're not gonna color this red, but and then I just want to see how much this is, because this is gonna probably be a lot. Let's rasterize this one again then, and then put the filter gallery on top of this as well. Not really halftone, right? Let's see. Huh. Okay, I guess. And then remove the white colors as well. Let's expand the selection with 20 pixels. And it's gone. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh wait, we should probably shrink the selection. Contract 10 pixels maybe. What does this do? Whole lot of outline. And if we nah, this is way too far away from what I would like to do, I guess. Let's clear this. What to do. Oh, we still got some time left, so let's just keep on experimenting. I do like this halftone thing, however. Ooh, this is also a very nice filter. Hi, welcome to the stream, Santino. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I'm from the Netherlands, so not the best at like pronouncing names, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm probably known for. So what I kind of want to do, I do like the setup of this, but I do want to add some typography, and I would like to see enter the center. I kind of want to put the typography right behind like the text here. So let's see. Like this. That's pretty cool, right? Of course, I still need to pick the font, but do I have one of these computer fonts? I don't think so, sadly. Because I don't have a lot of fonts on my live streaming computer because most of those are still on my old laptop. Or my old laptop, just a laptop that I work on normally. Let's just do Metro Juice for that little Y2K aesthetic. Oh, you guys hear my microphone, sorry. That's just our hello. I really enjoyed this artwork. I can see. Wait, oh, thank you so much, man. I actually know a guy from Bulgaria who is also from the Netherlands, or a guy who is from. He lives in the Netherlands and he is from Bulgaria, and his name is Lachazar as well. So, unless that's you. In that case, how have you been, man? So many shoutouts. Hello, Fernando. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for quite some time. But yeah, I finally have like proper internet speeds with a cable now in my studio, so that's why I'm now ready to get into live streaming again. Let's see, let's go to the inside here, and then maybe like 5. We'll have to pick a nice sans serif font, I guess. Ooh, or we can make it like into a vintage ad kind of thing. Nah, this is too much 80s, I think, compared to yeah, this is too 80s for how Y2K this is. Doesn't matter though. Let's just make it darker. And we need to make these guys line up from the left. Make sure that the text lines up properly, like this. I kind of want to go and so this is where we had the original render, I guess. We still have that here. Kind of want to make this lighter in general, a little more contrast, so remove the color. I don't know, maybe so we just have a little bit more. So it stands out from the background a little bit more, I guess. Not sure about this. No, actually, I'm going to clear this, and instead of like the hue saturation, desaturating it, we are going to, well, actually we're going to desaturate it, but then we're going to do a color overlay. I think, not a satin, a color overlay, and Let's check out the blend modes. I think overlay or color should be working quite okay. It's pretty dope. Did you start on it in Blender? I mean 3D part. 3D part is made in Cinema 4D. Let's see. I want to do some more effects, I guess, but yeah, I think it's a little bit overdone. Maybe. I don't know. Let's group the text and put it to the top. Do a radial blur with a zoom on it. I guess this gives me Yu-Gi-Oh vibes though, like the zoom thing, right? Ooh, perhaps way too experimental, but I do like it. What's up? What's today's words? Today's word is cyborg and pyramid, and I made a robotic pyramid thing. I guess. Well, I do like this, however. This is really cool. This gives me like Yu-Gi-Oh vibes like crazy. The zoom thing, but I think that's just an anime thing. Let's move this to the eye here. It's nice to see the process of mixing 3D stuff with Adobe. I just started with Blender. Yeah, it's really cool to just grab a lot of different types of softwares and you know, see how to combine them together properly. That's really nice. Putting on a Yu-Gi-Oh card mockup. Yeah, actually, last Creatober I did a Yu-Gi-Oh card for Raigeki. Let me just look that up for you guys so you can see. Wait, Dreadlabs. So this is the one that I did like last. Oh my god, sorry. So this is the video that I did for our Raigeki card last year. And if you're familiar, one of my first videos was actually doing a Yu-Gi-Oh card in Cinema 4D as well. Then the first Creatober in 2020, I did a Pokemon card for Chandler, which Dreadlabs Chandler. And I'll just no ads. So this is the first year that I did this, and then I ended up with this Pokemon card, if it loads. So this is the card that I did last year in Raigeki. And then this one is the card that I did ended up with the first year. So I like doing these, but I'm not sure if I want to keep doing them over and over again. Oh, you've been following me since 2020? That's so cool. One of the first ones. I think I had like 7,000 subscribers back in 2020 when it ended, so... 3D part of Cinema 4D, yes, that's all. That makes sense, or that was the case. Sorry. So, okay, let's see if we can create some cool things here. Should make the cards a tradition. Yeah, probably. I do want to do more like what are they called? Live streams where I do. Where I design like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. It's been a huge part of my childhood, and I absolutely love the designs. And looking back, I think that's what got me into graphic design, or at least into visual art as a kid. You know, like these cool anime things and toys and stuff like that. So we'll do some waves, and we'll do the pinch distortion. Where is it? And then increase the contrast a little bit. And maybe do some more radial blur. And then we just simply scale this up and do and that's how you get like these simple speed, like, well, rays or whatever you want to call them. Text cut to be on top of that, I guess. And then for the top title, I think we're gonna remove the layer style for now and just change the color to like a nice purple maybe. I don't like that. It's too out there, but that might change with the texturing. But what's the font called? The top font is called Metro Juice Display, and you can get it on dreadlabs.net. I'll just send you the link for that in the chat if you guys are interested in getting it. It's made by a French designer called Negentropy Designs. He does a lot of awesome work, so I highly recommend checking his work out, because he also makes a lot of cool other asset packages and his designs are absolutely amazing. So shout out to Negentropy. Anyways, I do like this. I'm quite happy with the end result. It's not at all what I expected, but it's, yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. Not sure about the text though, the typography. I think I might prefer the version without the typography, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Oh, I do actually love these polls. So the next thing I'm gonna do is try to get like the custom commands for the viewers up and running, because that's something I'm just completely new to live streaming in general. Like I've been doing live streams for 2 months, or 2 years, but I don't watch live streams myself, so I'm not really familiar with what custom commands and stuff like that can do. But it's something that I probably need to get into in the coming weeks. So Sina, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. The inspiration for doing art every day. I have a video on how I find my inspiration, but what I try to do is I try to also set apart time to just flood myself with inspiration. Browse Pinterest, find new books, browse those books, make photos, take down notes. So not try to design anything immediately based on what I see, but just have a full, like half a day or a full day of just consuming yourself with other people's art and inspire yourself. And then when you have your backup and running and with energy, then I would get back into designing again, if that makes sense. I like how it looks with the text, maybe. It feels a little bit plain, doesn't it? So maybe what we should do is... So we're gonna go and group the text here and then just drag the filter on there so we can add some layer styles in this. So remove the layer styles and then add some bevel and emboss to make it look a little bit more 3D maybe. This actually works quite well. This is actually a leftover setting from a tutorial that I have recorded. It will be up after October somewhere. Maybe a nice pattern overlay. How is this water? Okay, so I'm not gonna go with pattern overlay then. But this looks pretty dope actually. What I'm also gonna do is convert this into a smart object. Or no, what I'm gonna do, sorry, is I'm gonna group this. This is a technique that it's gonna be in a tutorial in the coming. This is also part of the tutorial that the bevel and emboss layer style was of, but what we're gonna do is drop this in the group, and then we're gonna add a drop shadow, reset it to default, And as you might not be able to see, but because it's the same color, but now you can kind of see it. The bevel and emboss is actually the same color now as the text, or the drop shadow is actually the same color, which gives us a softer edge. And that's kind of what we want to go for here. So let's lower the size. And this is the width, and this is the without. So basically soften up the edges a little bit to make sense. For this, I think we're just gonna need to make this transparent or something. And then just do a nice stroke. Something like that. And then let's add some Y2K stuff in the background maybe, if that's actually possible. So this is the basically like post effects, whatever you want to call it. So we can use this as a mask. So let's try and do something like that. Like what is it that I wanted to type out? I see you posting shorts recently too. Like them a lot. Thank you so much. I actually have a lot of shorts that I used to post on Instagram, but I don't really post on Instagram that much anymore. So I was like, okay, I can just also share them on YouTube as well, because my audience on YouTube is actually a lot bigger than on Instagram. Anyways, I had these words in my mind. Enter the center. The origin. Let's just scale this up. And let's just put this on the top. And let's just modify this typography a little bit. The origin. And then we'll do of knowledge here. And we'll both make these guys purple-ish. Turn this into a smart object. Blur them a little bit. And lower the opacity a little bit while also trying to change the blend mode maybe. We'll do this and then lighten, change the radius. Not readable at all, so why is there a, oh wow, that's not, okay, my bad. And then maybe do like a stroke, but then have like an opacity on the stroke. Did you go to school for design? I graduated in communications and multimedia design. So not really like design school, but I learned graphic design there. Or at least they try to teach us graphic design, but I'm basically self-taught. There's no room for type. It can be readable, but definitely looks great either way. Yeah, the typography is mainly like, what I'm trying to look for is like these Y2K rave flyers used to have this all the time, where it's like, you know, it's just like a little bit of text pasted over something else, but it's like mainly supposed to be in the background. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, yeah. So now group it like this. So now it's in the background a little bit. Basically a little bit of type, but I don't think type should be the main hand thing here. So, okay. Now I want to finalize. We have 20 minutes left. What I want to do is save this up as cyborg pyramid. I'm going to make a duplicate version of this and I'm going to blur the hell out of it. and use this as a glow, but drastically lowering that glow. And then also make a new version. No, actually I'm not going to use this one. So I'm going to make a new layer filled with 50% gray. Go to the filter gallery and go to texture grain. Add a soft grain and then also add a clumped grain. Like this. So now we have a nice grain. Let's remove the saturation. But yeah, this is a pretty nice grain selection, I think. So now let's duplicate that once and make the second one invisible. Change the first one to screen, and then we're going to make this darker. And we'll change the second one to multiply, and we're going to make this one lighter. So this is the grain group. It's a little bit darker now, so let's just up the midtones just a little bit. See what the difference is there. Oh, it's pretty okay. Are you live in Illuminati? I think you need some of those soft star sparkles. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Let me go back, and I think I have the resources from Jack still, from Elm Archive, because he has a couple of beautiful lens flares. Let's see, let's drop in a couple of ones and see which ones work nicely. It does work, but now what I want to do is grab a... Okay, this might sound weird, but I'm gonna grab a video texture. And I got this from aejuice.com, from their Radical Retro pack. And we're gonna do the analog noise. Is it this one? Let's see. Maybe it's another one. I think it's this one actually. And then if we change that to screen, add some warmth, some texture. It's a warmer texture, I guess, if that makes sense. See? Although the blacks aren't like desaturated anymore, if that makes sense. What are we making today? Well, Dylan, we have been working with the Creatober challenge. I think we are about to be finished. But essentially what we did today was, the word of the day was cyborg and the word of tomorrow is pyramid. And I tried to combine those two words and see if we could create something with it. So what we did was we made this 3D Illuminati, like pyramid, millennium puzzle, whatever you want to call it, in 3D. And then we rendered it and made this out of it. So let's save this up. And before we actually head off, this is also saved up, everything is saved. Oh, no, I don't want to open FL Studio right now. Bye. All right. Anyways, when in doubt, grain it out. That's a very good advice. Wish that would work on live. All right. So, If you would like to get the PSD file, the Illustrator file, or the Cinema 4D file from this live stream, you can actually become a patron of mine. And the reason I'm telling you this is because thanks to my patrons, I'm actually able to do this full time. I'm actually able to live stream, make tutorials, write those tutorials, do all of those things because of the patrons, because it's actually sadly not enough money for me to live off of the ad revenue of YouTube. So you cannot only, as a thank you for supporting Dreadlabs, if you become a patron, you'll get access to all of the project files from all of my live streams, tutorials, and any other videos. And if you go 1 tier up, you also get access to exclusive videos, and all of my patrons get access to a 15% discount in my asset web store, as well as an exclusive Discord role in and a shout out at the end of the video if you are into that. So yeah, if you want to become a patron, there's a link down in the description. That will really help me out. Other than that, let's see. Not Apple Studio, Ableton Clear, I'm afraid. Trying to learn Ableton, by the way. Anyways, yeah, like I said, if you want to become a patron, there's a link down in the description. If you are new to this, if this is the first time you saw something from Dreadlabs, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting, because my channel contains a ton of tutorials. I think we are almost over 300 videos right now. It contains design tutorials. We also have a music channel where for music producers and DJs, and mainly electronic music. And if you are interested, we also have some nice merch, or we actually launched a clothing brand. So yeah, all of those links can be found on our website. I would highly recommend checking it out. And if you want to continue the conversations with me or any other people from the chat, you can also join us on Discord, and the link to the Discord is also down in the description. So let's see. With all of that, I think all I wanted to say is thank you so much for tuning in, and I hopefully see you guys in the next live stream or in the next video. Peace out.